Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishchita, and first up, former BJP MLA Shankar Lingegowda, who later joined the JDS, passed away at BGS Hospital. He was admitted to hospital 3 days ago and breathed his last at around 9:45 p.m. H.S. Shankar Lingegowda was a seasoned politician who became MLA 4 consecutive times between 1994 and 2008. He was the BJP MLA from Chamraja constituency in Mysore. In 2013 Assembly elections, he moved over to the JDS and lost. In 1983, he became member of the Mysore City Corporation, and in 1988, he was elected as the mayor. He won the Assembly elections for the first time in 1994. After losing the 2013 Assembly elections, he took a sabbatical from politics and switched to agriculture and set up a beans farm in TK layout in Mysore. He was born to Siddegowda and Kempamma of Hemmige village in Mandya district and belonged to a family of farmers. A former MLA and a former BJP leader who later switched to the JDS recently, Shankar Lingegowda breathed his last night. Shankar Lingegowda was one of the more familiar names in Karnataka's political circles. He was admitted to the hospital 3 days ago and breathed his last at around 9:45 p.m. H.S. Shankar Lingegowda was a seasoned politician who became MLA 4 consecutive times between 1994 and 2008. He was the BJP MLA of Chamraja constituency in Mysore. Fans, well-wishers, followers are coming in to pay their last respects to the mortal remains of Shankar Lingegowda, the four-time MLA who breathed his last night. Well, elections are around the corner and the activity is certainly heating up, so we bring you all the updates. Well, Ishwarappa has dared the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah to launch a CBI inquiry into his wealth. He dared the Chief Minister while addressing people in Ballari during a campaign. Ishwarappa alleged that the Chief Minister's son, along with the PWD Minister's son, is involved in illegal sand mining. He dared the Chief Minister to launch an inquiry into the matter too. Ishwarappa did not spare writer U.R. Ananthamurthy as well. He said that the writer needed to first quit his government service and then openly align with the Congress. Well, let's not forget that Ishwarappa had recently accused the Chief Minister's son of accumulating wealth disproportionate to his known sources of income, and reiterating his statement at a public function, the former Deputy Chief Minister went on to challenge Siddaramaiah to launch an inquiry into his assets. My colleague Varghese joins us with more details on this. Well, Varghese, what more can you tell us?
Well, this happened at a rally in Bellary where Ishwarappa in fact dared the CM to launch an investigation with the help of the CBI against him, especially with regards to his wealth, because the CM had made aspersions regarding that Ishwarappa had got his wealth through illegal means, and because of this Ishwarappa also retorted another allegation against the CM's son. In fact, Ishwarappa attacked the CM's son with regards to the sand mafia that is prevalent in the state, and said that the CM's son, along with the PWD minister's son, was involved in illegal sand mining, and that it is being not checked because the CM, because by the administration, because he is privileged to the information that is there in the department. So this is another allegation that the Ishwarappa has made against the Chief Minister. But he also did not spare U.R. Ananthamurthy also, Nishchita, especially with regards to his support to the Congress. In fact, U.R. Ananthamurthy had in fact campaigned along with Girish Karnad for the Congress candidates, and because of this Ishwarappa breathes fire on him also. he said that Anant Modi needs to first quit his government job, that is being Vice Chancellor of Central University in Gulbarga, and then show his open association with the Congress. And it is not fair for someone who is in government job to in fact show his open association with the Congress. So he in fact was also angry with the fact that the writers were in fact taking a kind of a position which is biased according to him, and this had led to several issues with several BJP leaders like Shetter also coming strongly against writers supporting the Congress in the state. But Siddaramaiah had supported the writers, saying that he thinks that the writers are supporting the Congress because the Congress was having the right ideology, Nishita.
Right, and also usually Siddaramaiah is quick to react to such allegations, such comments, but surprisingly the Chief Minister too has stayed mum on the issue.
Well, we are expecting that the Chief Minister might give his reaction to this, because it is an ongoing tit-for-tat comments that has been going on between the state leaders of the BJP as well as the Congress. And now it seems that we will be soon hearing from the Chief Minister with regards to this, Nishita.
Right, thank you for joining us with all those details there. Yes, well, there we have it. In fact, the former Deputy Chief Minister K.S. Ishwarappa going all guns blazing against the Chief Minister as well as U.R. Ananthamurthy. And well, the high-stakes battle in the virtual presidential-style contest between Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi, with a few other regional satraps also in the fray in the Lok Sabha elections, begins today in 6 constituencies in 2 states in the first of the 9 phased polls. 5 constituencies in Assam, Tezpur, Kaliabor, Jorhat, Dibrugarh and Lakhimpur and Tripura West in Tripura will go to polls today. Campaign has already ended in these constituencies and the candidates have mounted door-to-door contact with the electorate seeking their votes. Unlike in the past, neither factions of the Ulfa pro or anti talks have issued diktats to the voters for boycott of the elections or made any statement against any political party. The Congress, BJP, Trinamool Congress, AIUDF, AGP, AAP, SUCI, CPIM, AIFB and SP are contesting in the 5 seats in Tezpur, Koliabor, Jorhat, Dibrugarh and Lakhimpur in the Congress ruled state. Among the 51 candidates are Union Ministers Rani Nara and Paban Singh Ghatowar, former Union Minister and sitting MLA Bijoy Krishna Hadik, Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi's son Gaurav Gogoi and Bhupen Kumar Bora for the Congress. Congress Rebel and independent candidate Moni Kumar Subba is also contesting elections. For the BJP are its state unit president Sorbananda Sonowal and Kamakhya Prasad Tasa, and for the AGP Arun Kumar Sarma, Pradeep Hazarika and Joseph Topo. A pro-talk Ulfa commander Hira Saranya alias Naba Kumar Saranya is contesting as an independent with the support of several non-border organizations. In the left front ruled Tripura, the election will witness a multi-cornered contest among CPIM, Congress, Trinamool Congress and the BJP.
देश में बहुत सारा प्रॉब्लम है। हमारी देश तो बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम से, बहुत समस्या से जर्जरित देश है। इसीलिए ये समस्या समाधान हो, उचित नेता, अच्छा नेता, कर्तव्यनिष्ठ नेता हमारा आगे बढ़े और सरकार गठन करे, हम लोग की देश की संभाले देश को, इसीलिए हम वोट देने आए हैं।
Well, there we have it in the first phase of the polls. 6 constituencies have gone into elections. More than 76 lakh voters from these 6 constituencies, 5 in Assam and 1 in Tripura, have kicked off the country's 9-phase elections. This comes following a weeks of hectic campaigning which came to an end on Saturday. Well, in this phase it will be Lakhimpur, Tezpur, Kaliabor, Jorhat and Dibrugarh that have gone into elections. A total of 1,221 polling stations are in operation, out of which 8,588 are hypersensitive and will see a higher deployment of security forces. And while moving on now, senior BJP leader Arun Jaitley visited the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Senior BJP leader, who is eyeing the post of finance minister in the next government at the centre, is locked in a tough electoral battle in his Sikh holy city with Maharaja of Patiala, Captain Amrinder Singh, who is making a political comeback of his own. Jaitley, a debutant to the hurly-burly of the Lok Sabha polls, does not seem to have gained from the Modi wave or the anti-incumbency against the Congress at the centre, both phenomena on which BJP candidates are banking on in other parts of the country appear to have left Punjab untouched. Well, these are the first parliamentary elections of Arun Jaitley, and looks like he's faced with an uphill task as Punjab seems almost untouched with the supposed Modi wave, as well as in fact also Arun Jaitley is faced with Captain Amrinder Singh, who is the Maharaja of Patiala and who is looking to make a comeback. Also, it does not seem like the BJP is able to capitalize on the anti-incumbency wave against the UPA in the state of Punjab. However, that is left for the voters to decide at the moment, and Arun Jaitley was seen visiting the Golden Temple today.